Hi everyone, it's Anne here from annshappystampers.co.uk and I'm back with another tutorial for you today. And what we're going to make is a gift box which holds some nail varnishes. So it's going to hold 3 of these Sally Hansen, and it's also going to hold a lovely little silver nail art pen as well. So let's get cracking with this. Now what you're going to need is, I'm using Night of Navy and I'm using the DSP from the Paisleys and Posies pack. So you're going to need, let's get my notebook here, sorry I'm not organised. You're going to need a piece of card which measures 9.5 by 8 inches. You're going to need, your DSP needs to measure 4 5/8 by 12 inches. And you're going to need 3 pieces of card as well. And one needs to measure 4 3/8 by 3 inches. And the other 2 need to measure 3 inches by 3 3/8, and all the measurements, including in centimetres, will be on my blog, okay? And I've also got a scrap bit of very vanilla and some of the copper foil, and I'm using Peace This Christmas. I'm using this sentiment here because I'm going to heat emboss it with copper powder, and I'm also using some of the layering ovals. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is score the base, what will be the base of our box. So take your scoreboard and we need to pop it in on the long side. Just checking, yeah, that's the long side. So pop it in on the long side. And you need to score it at 1 1/4 inches, 2 1/2 inches, 7 inches, and 8 1/4 inches. Okay, turn it to the short side and you want to score it again at 1 1/4 inches, then at 5 1/2 inches and 6 3/4 inches. Okay, so that's what you should end up with. And then incidentally we're going to reinforce it, but to get away without using a 12 by 12 piece, we're not going to reinforce the back because that's going to be kind of reinforced when we put our top on anyway. So the one with one score line is the back of the box. Okay, so like all the reinforced boxes that we do, it's the same thing. On this one we've got 4 squares here and we've got 2 squares at the top. So if we concentrate on the 4 squares first, we're just going to cut up here, cut away the 2 bottom squares and then remove the square at the end. Okay, so you're left with that, and then just take a little wedge out of each side of here and also a little bit off there. Just do the same with the other side. Okay, and turn it round to where we've just got 2 boxes or 2 squares, and just cut up here and then cut up here and remove the end square here, and then just take a little piece out of this one as well. So that's what you want to be aiming for. Okay, so that's that together. Well, that's that done. So we're going to fold and burnish the score lines. Okay, so turn it over, and we need to put tape on all 4 of these tabs here. So I'm just gonna get these scissors, and then we'll pop tape on. So just pop some tape on these tabs, or whatever you want to use. Okay, and the last tab, some tape on this one. Okay, so that's tape on all 4 of them, and then turn it over, and we want tape on all 3 of these sides, not this back piece. Okay, so it's just the pieces at the side here. So some tape on this one. Whoopsie, stuck to the thing. And then a piece down the front here. And then a piece down this side as well. Okay, so we can now peel the tape off our 4 tabs, and we'll start and assemble them together. I can actually get a hold of it. There we go. So just like any other box, it's just a case of folding them in, getting them nice and even. Okay. Okay, and then if you just go around and peel the tape off the sides, and then you can just stick them down, and that's what reinforces the box, makes it nice and strong. Come on. There we go. And then if you just take your bone folder and just run it along, just to make sure everything's, you know, stuck down well. And there is a nice, you know, sturdy little box. Now we need some sections because we're going to section it off for our nail polish. So if you take, we'll do it separate. So take the largest one first, and you want to take your scoreboard, pop it in on the short side, okay, and then you want to score this at 1/2 inch, okay, 1.5 inches, and then 2.5 inches. So that's what you should have. And then while we've got the board out, take the two smaller pieces, yeah, pop them in on the short side, which is the 3-inch side. And is that right? 3-inch? I'm not sure now. Let me check, because they need to go this way. Oh goodness. Yeah, no, it's the long side. Oh goodness, you know what, I'm not sure. We'll do that when we've done this one. Hopefully I'll know then, because I can't quite remember. So anyway, take the one we've just scored, and you want to fold it in the middle score line, and then the two skinnier score lines, you want to fold them back up the other way, okay, so that when it's together you've got that, which will create your little divider, because the divider is going to go up here, and this is going to be for our little bottle of polish there. So we need to attach this together, and I'm just going to use some fuse, I think, for quickness. So attach this together just like so. Run your bone folder down, and then some fuse along the bottom here. Okay, and that's how it's going to stick in the box. And we know that we want this in the corner, so I would say we probably want to stick it about, let me have a look here, we say about 1/2 inch from the top of the box. So we just need to check the polishes fit. So yeah, I've left about 1/4 inch, a 1/4 inch gap. Hope you can see. Yeah, so I haven't buttered that the line all the way up here. I've just left a little gap before I've stuck that in, and that will hold our little bottle of glitter polish, and then we know we've got enough room for our nail polishes. So we need two in this way, and I'm just going to measure there 3 1/4 this way. Okay, so we take the scoreboard, get the scoreboard out again. Yeah, I had to pause the video and go and pick my daughter up from school and lots of other things, so anyway, I'm back. And those little pieces that I wasn't sure of where to score, it is the short side. So yeah, we score the short side at 1/2 inch, and actually I did one, we'll do the last one. So take our scoreboard, and on the short side you're going to score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, and 2.5 inches. Yeah, and while we're here we're going to score our piece of, does designer series paper. So pop it in on the long side, and we are going to score this. I'm sure I told you what it measures. It's 4 5/8 by 12, and you need to score it at 1 1/4 inches, 5 1/2 inches, 6 7/8, and 11 1/4 inches. Okay, that's absolutely beautiful, that paper, so pretty. Okay, so we can get our box together now. So we've already got the long section in, and we've got our 2 little pieces here, so it's just the same as we did with the other one. Fold the one in the middle down, and then the smaller ones go up. Okay. And I'm just going to stick some fast fuse on here. So stick the middle together. And then put some adhesive on the underside of each little one. Okay, so that's what you want. And we really need, so we're going to need a 1 here. So if we work out where our polish is going to go, so I'm going to say about there. So just try and get that level. Probably move it along a little bit actually. Looks about right. So that one will go there, and we need the other one either side of there, so, and then we should have enough room for the middle, so we'll stick this one down as well. A bit of sticky off there. And I'm just going to kind of give it a guess, even space it really. I think that looks okay to me. And just make sure they're stuck down. And there we go, cute little section box. So can pop our little polishers in, which I think that looks fab, very professional. So yeah, I think that looks so cool, very, very nice. Now we'll just concentrate on our top. So you have a smaller score line here and a larger score line. Just remember, the larger score line is going to go on this way, and the smaller score line is going to be the one that closes around the front of the box. So we're going to burnish these. So that is going to go like this, that's going to go round, and that is how it's going to close, and I think that looks fantastic. So what I want to do is just make sure this bit opens up, so I'm just going to bend that back a little bit, and I'm going to put tape basically everywhere apart from these bits here. So I'm going to put some tape along this piece here, and I'm going to put some tape on this wider piece here as well. And also some on the back. Okay, so I think we'll concentrate on sticking the middle piece down first. So I don't want to take it off and try and do it all together, because and I think I'll take these out so it isn't as heavy, because it's quite heavy with all of them in. So I'm just going to try and get it nice and levelled up. It can be a bit tricky, so just, you know, take your time with this. Yeah, it wasn't exactly where I wanted it to stick, but oh, can I get it off? Oh, there we go. Yeah, wasn't in. I didn't want it in. It wasn't in the right place there. So I shall try again. But yeah, just, you know, take your time with this bit, because you want it right. Okay, and now I'm going to peel these bits off, and then just literally lift this up, stick that to the back of there, and then this bit here. Okay, so there we go. And then to keep it closed, what I've got is a couple of Velcro dots, so I'm just going to pop this back in. And I've got a couple of Velcro dots to keep it closed, so I'm just going to stick this one roughly in the middle here, like so, and then just, oops, I hope you can see this, and then just literally stick that one there, and then when you close it, they will be in the right place. So just literally close it, hold it round, and you can peel it off and just secure those down. So there we go, gorgeous little gift box. And what I want to do as well is I've got the scrap piece of Very Vanilla and Copper foil. I'm going to stamp the sentiment with Versamark. I'm going to wipe it over first, and it's "May all your Christmas wishes come true." And I'm going to stamp this roughly there. And we're going to heat emboss it with copper powder, because there's copper in the DSP. There we go. Just quickly heat set that. Just let the heat tool heat up a little bit. There we go, doesn't that look beautiful? And then I want to cut out this with one of these ovals, and also the next size up I want to do with the copper foil. So I'm just going to quickly run these through the machine. I will get 2 seconds. Alright, so that's them through. So we've got our Very Vanilla, and we've got our copper. So I'm just going to position that on like that, and I think I'm just going to use some Tombow to stick that onto there. and I'm just going to use some dimensionals to stick it onto the box, just to give it a bit of height. So let that stick down. And I've got some little scraps of dimensions here. I'm just going to use these up. Just peel the backs off. Okay, so I'm just going to have this in the middle of the box, like so, and then I've got some of the little rhinestones, and I think I'm just going to have one on, well, I think up to now I'm going to have one there, whoops, one there, maybe one there, and yeah, one there as well, I think, just to make it nice and sparkly. And I think it would make a great little Christmas gift for somebody. So I hope you like it. I mean, you can even add ribbon and stuff, you know, if you want to. It's entirely up to you. You could just close it with ribbon. You know, you don't have to use a Velcro dot. And then we open it up and we've got a lovely selection of nail polishes. So yeah, I hope you like it. All the info will be on my blog, which you can access by clicking the link below. So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye for now.